So after a 4 or 5 hour snowmobile ride and an overnight stay at a local hotel, we made it to Munising, Michigan. And right outside of Munising, Michigan are the Eben Ice Caves. And holy smokes, are these things cool!
This is actually a wilderness area, and it's owned by the U.S. Forest Service. I think the special thing about this area is it's very remote. You really feel like you're getting away from it all. It's absolutely beautiful. There's no car noises, city noises. All you hear is a babbling brook.
About 2 years ago, we heard from a lady who stayed at a lodge, and she told us about him. We tried to find him and could not find him. And this time we started asking until we found somebody that could give us good directions.
Well, a common way to get here is to drive down to the end of these roads, and you walk across this open field and then through woods. It's maybe about a half-an-hour hike to where we're at right now at the base of the cliff. And you go through beautiful cedar and birch and all kinds of different trees. And the scenery is fantastic today. They got sun, blue skies, beautiful new fresh snow, and the shadows on the snow from the trees are really incredible.
We're actually part of a homeschool group having a little field trip today, and some of us have been here before. I hadn't actually, but we're studying, some of us are studying John Muir this month, and so we're headed out into the outdoors to be out in the world.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. It's a beautiful day. You can't beat being out here in the snow and the wonderful blue sky. So we've come all the way from Ohio to see snow. We had no snow in Ohio, so we came here to experience it, definitely.
So snow's not really a bad thing, eh?
Snow's not a bad thing at all. It's a good thing.
So this is kind of the crescendo of the trip. Tell me a little bit about it.
This is the actual Eben Ice Falls right here. And there's about 30-foot high ice, and you can actually sneak in behind the outside pillars and go inside. It's really awesome in there.
Now everyone's seen a waterfall in the summertime, but if you haven't seen one in the wintertime, you're missing out. The Eben Ice Caves are about a half-hour east of Marquette, Michigan. The ice caves are formed by a small, unimpressive waterfall, or seep, if you will. The water continually flows over a rather large overhang on a small hillside, and in the wintertime forms a curtain of ice which creates a cave of sorts behind the ice curtain. It's a little known but very impressive sight to people who take on the 2-mile walk to see it.
It's really like an underground cave that I've been to in Missouri, where it's forming stalactites and stalagmites and curtains and all those formations. And you can actually walk behind some of the ice sculptures.
We're in the Eben Ice Caves, right in the Eben Ice Caves. To get behind this ice curtain here, you have to sneak in. Sometimes it's pretty small holes, almost like a little birth canal to kind of sneak in. But once you get back, there's a lot of room to stand up, real high ceilings. You wouldn't think, looking at it from the outside, you could actually get in here. But a little bit of finagling your body through there, you can usually sneak right in. And then you can see the light coming through the ice. And there's a few open spots on the top. You can see the sky through the open areas in the ice.
The back side of the wall is kind of, some of it's dry, some of it is slippery and gritty because it's sandstone. There's some puddles on the bottom where the water has melted or where it hasn't frozen.
Most of it is kind of icy blue, slippery and cold. Some of it's smooth.
It has a really eerie sound to it, just the way the water is dripping. And the different colors of the light coming through the ice is like greenish, kind of yellowish, a little bluish in some cases. It's kind of eerie being in here. You almost feel like you're in a big shark's mouth with the big sharp teeth hanging in here.
Places like the Eben Ice Caves are a fantastic place to explore on your next wild weekend. So no matter your experience level, don't be afraid of places like these, because they're for everyone, no matter what your experience level.
Yes, this is only the second time I've done this kind of stuff, and I guess I never would have even thought of looking for places like this before I did this.